The cold came back this morning while I slept, and found the bed was only mine to keep. I reached for something warm, the way I always reached for you between the dark and sleep. Last year this morning, you were still beside me. We argued gently over which side took the cold. I lost the argument the way I always let you win, because your winning was my gold. I made one cup and stood beside the window, watching the street adjust to the new cold. The coats came out, the scarves, the people leaning into something that the season told them to expect. And I stood with my coffee and felt the very first chill of the alone that comes not from the temperature, but from the particular knowledge you are not coming home. Every year has its first cold morning, the one that tells you summer is behind. Last year I didn't notice it arriving, because you were the warmth I had in mind. This year the cold walked in like a reminder of every warmth the winter takes away. The first cold morning is the hardest sentence that any season has to ever say. The cold came back and I stood in the kitchen and let it say the thing I needed said, that nothing stays, that warmth is not a given, that love once lost lives only in the thread of memory and early morning coffee, of arguments about which side of cold, of all the first cold mornings we were given before this one arrived. And I was told that first can cut both ways in any season. That first cold morning now belongs to me. The first cold morning without you is the lesson, that cold is just the shape of what can't be. I found us in a shoebox on the shelf, a summer that I'd carefully forgot. You're laughing at a thing I must have said, your eyes half closed, your hand caught in a knot of sunlight that the photograph preserved, while everything around it changed and blurred. There's one where I am looking past the frame, and you are watching something in my face, like you already knew what I was missing, and chose to love me anyway in grace. I count the spaces where our shoulders touched, the casual way your chin was resting there. Old photographs remember what we don't, the tender weight of ordinary care. I didn't know we looked like that. I thought we were just two people passing through, but here the light says otherwise. The light says we were more than we once knew. The colors faded, edges soft, the year is written small in pencil blue, but every single frame is clear. We loved each other quietly and true. I found us in a shoebox on the shelf, and everything came back without a sound. The way you always moved a half step closer, the way your hand was always turning round. Old photographs don't need our explanations, they hold the truth we couldn't hold ourselves. We love the way the light came through in August, and now that August lives inside a shelf. They never lie, they never lie. Old photographs never lie. There's still one shirt I haven't washed since you left. It sits inside the basket by the door. I know that if I put it in the machine, your smell will come out clean and nothing more. The laundromat is quiet on a Tuesday. 3 machines are running, none of them are mine. An older woman folds a yellow dress. She hums a song I don't know, soft and low. I watch the suds go round behind the glass and think about the mornings you would go. You'd always leave your collar slightly up. I'd fix it and you'd smile without a word. Some ordinary things are hard to let go, the small and ordinary things we never know. The shirt is in my bag, but not inside the drum. I hold it for a moment in the white light. It still has Tuesday in its cotton weave. The laundromat, the hum, your ordinary life. I finally open up the round glass door and press the blue button for the gentle cycle. The machine machine begins its slow and patient turn, and I sit down and let the Tuesday be quiet. Be quiet, be quiet. Some things stay clean by never being washed. The light you see tonight left its star before I knew your name. It crossed the dark for thousands of years just to reach your window frame. I spent my life in numbers, distances, and cold, but you were the only variable I never could control. I wrote it in the margin of my last observatory log, the calculation no equation could resolve, that loving you was faster than the speed of any light, a force I had no instrument to measure or describe. The letters on my desk beside the open star chart blue, I wrote the coordinates of every place I thought of you. The park at noon in April, the harbor before rain, the kitchen when you laughed at something I'd explained. What travels after we are gone still moves through all the dark, still carries on. My love is still in transit even now. It will arrive long after I take my bow. So when you see a star that seems too bright and close, and wonder for a moment where that warmth comes from, remember that the light began its journey long ago, and some of it was always meant to find you. Only you. Only you. My love is on its way, and it will reach you. Only you. He came in every Monday for the white ranunculus. He never said who got them, I never asked. He'd count the stems out quietly, leave exact change, and fold the paper wrap before he passed. I learned the sound of his particular footstep on cobblestone before the doorbell rang. He smelled of coffee and old books in winter. He always wore the same gray wool and scarf. I'd wrap the flowers slowly just to keep him a little longer in the narrow half. He never noticed, or perhaps he noticed, and came back every Monday anyway. Some things we mean to say live in the wrapping, the careful fold, the extra sprig of green. One Monday came and went without his footstep. I saved the last white bunch beside the door. It's Tuesday now, it's Wednesday, it is raining. I trim the stems each morning, nothing more. I tell myself that flowers don't need reasons, that some arrangements never have to know. But I still put the white ones at the front now, in case he comes this Monday in the cold. This Monday in the cold, in case he comes, I keep the white ranunculus for him. He mapped the world and never mapped his way back home. His ink still stains the table where he'd always sit alone. The unfinished coastline curves beneath the lamp. I trace the line he left and feel the damp. His magnifying glass is cold beside the blue, a half-drawn river waiting to be true. I press my palm flat on the paper where he stopped, as if my hand could finish what his pencil dropped. There's a country with no border on his last map, a wide uncharted space he never filled. I think he meant to get there in the spring, but spring came and the room stayed very still. There is no no compass, no North Star, no measured lane. There is no map for where I go without him. Every road he drew now leads me back again. I keep the maps he made inside the wooden chest. 300 places he had loved the best, and somewhere in the margins of the final one, in letters small and careful, almost done, he wrote the only coordinates that mattered, the ones that led him back to where I was. I am still here, exactly where he left me, waiting in the place his map said home. He mapped the world and always found his way to me. I reached to change the station, and the song came on instead, the one we had on repeat that winter, low beside the bed. I sat there in the car park with the engine running still, and let it play completely. Let it do what music will. There's a playlist I can't open, and a melody I hum without remembering I'm humming till the ache has come. You handed me so many songs without intending to, and now they're all just doors that open everyone to you. Music doesn't mourn, it just repeats and carries everything you felt inside the notes. It marries past to present, gone to here, absence into sound. Every song we ever shared is still playing underground. Every song reminds me of the particular way you listened. Eyes closed, head back, breathing like the music held you safe. Every song reminds me of the car, the kitchen, the apartment, every ordinary room where sound became a sacred space. Every song reminds me, and I can't unhear the memory, can't separate the melody from everything we were. Every song reminds me, so I'm living inside music, inside the only place where you are always still occurring. Every song reminds me you are in the music. Every song is yours. You belong to every season, and I can't escape a single one. In spring you are the blossom falling sideways in the sun. In summer you're the long slow dusk that didn't want to end. In autumn you're the leaf I watch until it finds the ground again. In winter you're the silence after snow has settled over everything. The way the world goes still and white and soft and closed. I've tried to reassign the months to make them just the weather, but every turning of the year returns me to your ghost. A year without you prove the time moves around a person, not through them, not past them, just around the wound. And every new beginning carries everything before it. You are not behind me, you are woven in the loom. The season you belong to is the one I'm always standing in. No matter what the calendar decides to call the day, you're in the light that changes and the temperature that shifts. You're in the way the world keeps turning, beautiful way. The season you belong to stretched across them all until there is no month that doesn't hold the outline of your name. I used to think that seasons meant forgetting and beginning, but every season brings me back, and every season says the same. That you were here, that you were is the one I cannot leave. I light the lamp the way my father taught me to. 3 turns a breath, and then the flame takes hold. The sea tonight is flat and black as iron, and somewhere out there you are growing cold. I've counted every ship that passed this winter, and none of them had your particular lean. You said the ocean has a way of keeping the ones it loves until it sets them free. I press my face against the cold glass window and send my light as far as it will reach. The beam goes out, comes back, goes out again, like something trying hard to find the words. The sea remembers everyone who crosses. It holds their names beneath the salt and gray. I light the lamp and wait the way I always do. The seabirds settle on the railing 2 by 2. The mainland lights are blinking far below, but I stay up here where the cold winds blow. Because the night you left, you said one thing. You said, look for the light when you lose your way. And I have kept this lamp alive for you, so you can find the shore from far away. From far away, from far away. I'll keep the light on till you find your way to me. I've been folding paper cranes to teach my hands to let you go. One for every evening that I spent not letting go. The repetition helps somehow, the crease, the fold, the wing. Each one a small surrender to the fact of everything. I fold them at the table where we used to sit and talk. I fold them on the nights I'm too undone to even walk. And slowly they are filling up the jar beside the door. Each crane a little lighter than the one that came before. Nothing compared to all the weight of one person slowly learning how to fold their grief to shape, how to take the ragged edges of a love they couldn't keep and turn it into something small enough closer than before. The jar is almost full now, and my hands have learned the creases, and something in the folding has been folding me as well. Paper cranes and letting go have made me into someone who can hold a grief this beautiful, and somehow bear to tell that I loved you. And I'm folding, and the cranes are almost done. Paper cranes and letting go, and everything we were under the sun. I took the long way home tonight to pass beneath your street. I told myself I had good reasons, nothing to delete. But when I found the corner where your building meets the sky, I stopped and looked up anyway, the way I always try. The third floor held a yellow light the way it used to do, and for a moment everything collapsed, and it was you, standing at the window in the evening, being ordinary, being real and warm and reachable and unaware of me. Maybe it wasn't even you, maybe someone else lives there, but the light was lit regardless, and I stood in the cold air, letting it be enough somehow. One lit window in the dark, proof that life continues, proof that something holds the heart of the building where you are, where you might still be, where the light was on and close enough for me. The light in your window is the closest I can get now to the version of the world that still had you inside my days. The light in your window is a rumor of your breathing, is the warmth I've been surviving on in small and borrowed ways. The light in your window said that somewhere someone's living, that the night is not as empty as it feels from where I stand. The light in your window was enough to keep me walking, with the cold behind me and your light inside my hand. The light in your window, I will always take the long way, just to see if it is on. Rain is falling on the same cafe, the same old wooden chairs, the same dim light. I didn't mean to come back here today, but rain has ways of leading me to right. The window holds 1,000 silver trails, each one a version of the afternoon. We sat and let the hours fall like petals, while outside blurred into a watercolor tune. hesitate. The waitress doesn't know the weight of habits, or how a cup of tea can hold a date. The rain against the glass says something gentle. It doesn't ask me why I'm here alone. It draws the same soft lines across the surface that you once traced to help me feel at home. You told me once that rain remembers everything. The clouds hold what the sky can't say. I think the rain has kept your voice somewhere inside the sound it makes on days like these. It brings you back without a photograph, without a letter, without cause. Just water saying everything I've missed behind the glass, behind the door. Rain is falling on the same cafe, and I can almost hear the way you breathe, the way your voice went quiet when it rained, like you were holding something you believed. The window falls, I trace your name and slow. It disappears before I reach the end. But rain keeps coming back to find this table, the way it keeps the promises you penned. It keeps your secret, keeps it still. Rain keeps your secret still. Platform 3 at 7:30. You turned around but didn't wave. The train was counting down its minutes, and I had nothing left to say. I watched your coat go past the window, a frame that held you for a breath. The station swallowed every second that I rehearsed and couldn't get. There's a coffee stain on platform 7. I memorized where your bag sat down. The announcement echoed through the ceiling, but all I heard was your last sound. You didn't look for long enough to notice my mouth was forming your first name. I pressed it back between my teeth and swallowed it the way I always came. I write this line some Saturdays, not looking for you, just the space where leaving once felt close enough to touch, where your reflection used to grace the glass between the gone and staying, between the named and never said. I press my hand against the window to reach the version I can't get. Platform 3 at 7:30. There's a flower shop I pass that always makes me stop and ache. I think of all the bundles that I meant to buy and take to your door on a Tuesday for no reason but to say that I was thinking of you in the middle of the day. I pick them out in my mind, the yellow ones, the white, the ones that looked like something that belonged inside your light. Then I'd lose the nerve completely somewhere on the way and arrive with empty hands again and nothing left to say. Love is full of flowers that were never sent, full of all the gestures that we almost meant, full of doors half opened, full of words half said. The flowers that we didn't send still bloom beside the bed. The flowers you never got from me are somewhere still in bloom, in the version of the story where I made it to your room. The flowers you never got from me were yellow, white, and real, were everything I meant to say condensed into a petal, everything I meant to feel. I should have bought them every Tuesday, should have filled your whole apartment, should have let the flowers say the words my voice refused to form. The flowers you never got from me are still held in my hands here. I'm standing at your door again, the way I stood before. Arms full, heart full, too late, still full. Still full. I still call just to hear you say you can't come to the phone. 7 seconds of your voice before the beep and then the tone. I've memorized the breath you took before you spoke, the slight upturn you gave the final word, a tiny note. I don't leave messages, I never say a thing. I just listen and I hang up and I dial again. The provider sent a notice that the box is nearly full of all the voicemails I have left in the past several months. Silence mostly, sometimes whined. Once a coffee shop, once the rain outside your building where I stopped. Your voice does not know that it is all I have. It thinks it's just a placeholder, a gap. But I have pressed my ear to it like a seashell to the sea, and heard an ocean that was yours, and only yours and free. I know the service ends if no one pays the bill. I know the infrastructure has a limit still, so every month I pay a stranger for the right to call your number in the quiet of the night and hear you say those 7 words once more, the most ordinary words you ever said before. You can't come to the phone right now, I know, but every time I call, you answer even so. You answer even so. Even so, I'll keep on calling just to hear your voice. You left the window open just a little. The morning light came in the way you used to. I found your coffee mug beside the chair, still warm enough to make me think you're near. The curtain moves the way your hand once did. I stood there counting seconds till it stilled. The hallway keeps the outline of your coat. That hook on the door now holds a ghost. I tried to sleep but heard your breathing still. Some habits don't forget the way they feel. The book you marked on page 143 stays open like you're coming back to read. I'm not waiting anymore, I know, but something in this room won't let me go. The space between your absence and this chair holds everything we never said out there. I touch the pages where your fingers stayed, and love me through the quiet you have made. You left the window open just a little, and all the light that spills across the floor is everything you meant but couldn't tell me, and everything I'm keeping you still for. The dust that falls in gold between the curtains, laid soft as all the days I thought of you. I'll leave the window open just a little, to let the last light find its way back through. The last light, the last light you I used to fall asleep inside your breathing. The slow and deep and rhythm of your rest became the sound the night arranged itself around. A metronome that measured what was best. Between the inhale and the pause that followed, that held breath space before the air came back. I'd listen for it in the dark, that fraction of silence, and then breathe along your track. There is a particular sound a person makes when they have fallen past the reach of thought, into the country where the body finally releases everything the waking caught. Your breath in sleep was softer than the daytime, more honest and more vulnerable. sleep inside your breathing and wake beside the warmth of someone known. Now I count my own breaths in the darkness, and they sound lonelier than breathing alone. Has any right to sound when it was once part of a duet shared and nightly thing? The space between two breaths is where love lives. In that small pause before the next beginning, I hold my breath sometimes to make it last. That fraction of the silence from the past. The space between two breaths was all my home. The space between two breaths, I breathe alone. Inside the diary you gave me in the spring, between the April pages, flat and thin, a flower that we pressed beside the river, its color gone, its shape still held within. I don't remember which of us bent down to pick it from the bank and bring it home. You must have slipped it quietly between the day I wrote about the afternoon. We shared a peach and talked about the future, the way we always spoke too large, too soon. The petals kept that moment without knowing that moments have a way of being gone. Some things stay thin and perfect, pressed in time, a shape that holds the summer in its line. Inside the diary, the flower waits, still flat and pale and holding its own form. The river where we found it has moved on, and I have carried it through cold and warm. I lift the page and hold it to through the dried and fragile veins, and for a second you are in the April, beside the river, calling out my name, calling my name, still my name. Some flowers keep their shape through everything that changes. The alley hasn't changed the way I thought. The bakery's gone, the phone shop now. but the afternoon still lands on the same stone, at exactly the same angle, same somehow. I used to race my shadow down this stretch. I used to count the cracks between the tiles. I used to know each door's particular sound. And now I'm back with 30 years of miles. The woman at the corner doesn't know me, but her mother would. I think I'm almost sure. Her mother used to call us in for dinner through that upstairs half-open door. I press my palm against the old school wall. The bricks still warm the same in late September, and asked myself what I was meant to find, and what exactly I was meant to remember. I came back thinking something would be waiting. The alley hasn't changed the way I thought. It only shrank the way that places do. When you've been carrying a larger version inside you all the years you were away, but the afternoon still falls at the same angle, and I am 7 standing in the gold. And I am here, and it's enough, it's whole. And I am here, and it's enough, it's whole. The alley and the light. The first frost came the morning that you left. I breathed against the glass and drew your name. The city wore a silence like a coat. I didn't know which season took the blame. The streetlights held their yellow through the cold, like smaller suns that didn't know to fade. I stood there till the drawing disappeared, and watched the window reclaim what I'd made. Each winter fills the kitchen with your scent, some ghost of cloves and something I can't place. I set 2 cups again before I catch myself, then slowly take the second one away. The radiator knocks the way it does when cold remembers it's supposed to stay. I pull your sweater from the second shelf, and winter finds my name again today. I don't resist the season when it comes. I've learned to let it move through every room. It asks for nothing, only that I stay and let you fill the quiet like perfume. You never said goodbye in any winter. You only left like temperature. You simply fell like temperature. The first frost came the morning that you left, and every year it comes to find me here. I breathe against the glass and draw you slowly, and watch you fade before the spring appears. But cold is how I know I still remember, and winter is the closest thing I keep to waking in a room that still holds summer before the memory returns to sleep. Find my name again when winter finds my name. You said my name one afternoon in autumn, not calling me, not urgent, not a question. Just said it softly, reading, half distracted, as if my name had surfaced without intention. I looked up from whatever I was doing, and you had turned back to the page before. But something in that single quiet syllable had never sounded quite like that before. My name has been said thousands upon thousands of times by every person that I know, by teachers, strangers, parents, friends, and lovers, each saying it a slightly different show of what my name means in a given mouth. But yours was something none of them has been, a sound that made my name mean being chosen, being the specific thing you'd seen. We never know which saying of our name will be the last time someone says it whole, in their own voice, with their particular warmth, a version of our name that finds the soul. I didn't think to memorize the moment, I only felt it passing soft and real. And now I spend my evenings trying to recover the exact acoustic of what you revealed. You said my name one afternoon in autumn, and I have never heard it quite the same from anyone who came after or before you. No throat is held the right weight for my name. My name is just a name in everyone's mouth, but in your mouth it was a different word that meant I see you I have chosen you here. I said your name once and you never heard how much was in it, how the whole world shifted each time it left my lips and found the air. You said my name and I became the person my name had always promised I was there. They left the piano out beside the road. The rain came down before the movers left. Its lid was open, catching all the drops. Each key gone quiet, each string cold and wet. I stood beside it in my coat and watched the way I watch most things I cannot save. You used to play the same piece every evening, the one without a name you never told. I'd listen through the wall in my small room and fall asleep inside that sound you'd hold. 3 years of that same melody at dusk. Then one day it just stopped, and so did you. Some music lives inside the walls it filled and plays there long after the hands go still. The piano in the rain is dark and open. Its teeth are wet and no one comes to play. I press one key and hear it low and hollow, a single note that slowly fades away. But for a moment something moves between us. The key, the rain, the wall, the old familiar song. I hear your hands in the space the note leaves empty. The music that belonged to us all along. All along, all along. The rain plays every note you ever played before. The blue is going first, I've noticed that. The sky this morning looked like what I painted, not what it is. The way a word you love sounds strange the 100th time until you've named it. I stood before my canvas in the early and mixed the color the way I still can. The pigment knows my hands before my eyes do. The muscle memory outlasts the plan. I am not painting futures, painting records. Each canvas now a letter from the side but it's lighted. I painted your hands yesterday from memory, the particular gold your kitchen does. At 4 o'clock in late October morning, the color of exactly what love was. I'm not afraid of dark. I've painted midnight. The blue is going first, I've noticed that. And so I've started painting every blue. The ocean and the vein inside your wrist, the shadow that a white door casts it to. Before it goes, I wanna know I capture the exact impossible particular. The blue that isn't navy, isn't sky, but yours alone, my love, singular. But yours alone, my love, singular. The blue before the dark. There's always one frame left at the end of every roll. I kept it for the moment I'd been waiting to be told. I carried 36 exposures into every room, and saved the last one like a word too good to use too soon. For years I pressed the shutter on the fog, the light, the sea, but kept that final frame for something I had yet to see. Then you were in the kitchen on a Thursday in July. You had your coffee and you didn't know that I was nearby. The curtain moved and put a line of gold across your face, and something in my chest went quiet, recognizing grace. I raised the camera and I didn't ask or say a word. I pressed the shutter and the film ran out, and then I heard the small mechanical click of something being kept, the last frame catching everything before it slept. The negative is thin and amber in the dark room red. I hold it up and there you are, exactly as you were. The light is in your hair, the curtain soft behind your shoulder, and you were looking somewhere past the lens, but somehow closer. I printed it just once and pressed it flat inside a book. I didn't need another copy, didn't need to look. The last frame was for you, and now the roll of film is done. But Thursday in the kitchen was my 36th and final one. Final one. Final one. I used my last frame on the best thing I have ever seen. She hemmed 300 dresses, never one for herself. The thimble on her finger, thread upon the shelf. She pinned the wedding silks of women half her age, and pressed each pleat with patience, turning every page. Her scissors cut the mornings into something whole. She gave her finest hours to another person's soul. She knew the weight of taffeta, the give of crepe de chine, the way a body holds grief differently than joy. She let the fabric tell her where it needed room, and tuck the extra tenderness inside the hem. A little more than asked for, never less than right. She sewed the extra love in where it wouldn't show. Some hands leave more than fingerprints behind. They leave a shape, a warmth, a careful line. Her needles are still threaded on the windowsill, the red spool on the table turning still. Somewhere a woman wears the dress she made, and does not know whose hands kept every seam. Somewhere a daughter smooths the graduation gown, and feels a warmth she has no name for in the seam. Her stitches hold the weight of other people's days, and every knot she tied still holds, and holds, and holds, still holds, still holds. She stitched her whole life into other people's days.
The window gives me everything today: a square of sky, a rooftop, and a pigeon. The same 3 clouds that drifted here at 8, still out there deciding where they're going. I've watched them for an hour without moving. The ivy hums its ordinary tune, and outside all the city carries on, completely unaware I'm in this room. My wife brings crossword puzzles, brings me soup. She touches my hand longer than she used to. We talk about the dog, the things we'll do. When I get out, we say, by maybe Tuesday. I let us live inside that went a while. It cost me nothing, and it gives her something. I used to walk past hospitals without a glance up at the windows, at the faces. The window gives me everything today: the pigeons and the clouds and the slow light. The woman on the rooftop hanging laundry best world I've had. And I intend to look at every bit. I intend to look at every bit. The window and the light.
I boarded the last train without checking where it went. The doors closed and the city fell behind. The man across from me was already asleep, his chin against his chest, his coat resigned. The fluorescent flicker made the windows dark. I saw my face reflected, just my face. I pressed my forehead to the cold black glass, the suburbs thinning out to open field. The rhythm of the rails was something steady, a kind of holding that I couldn't feel. I didn't cry until the tunnels came. The dark gave me the space I hadn't found. Some nights you just need motion to begin. A door that shuts, a track, a discipline. I didn't know the name of where I'd stop, but something in the going felt like grace. The old man woke and offered me a tissue without a word, without disturbing space. I took it and I turned back to the window. The fields were wide and black and full of air, and somewhere past the dark a light was blinking. A farmhouse, just a farmhouse, just a square, just a square, just a light. I'm going somewhere, and tonight, that's enough.